Zion Williamson weighs 330 pounds. KFC has a chicken log you can put in the fire, and the facts of life are starting back up. All this and more on The Morning Laugh.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to assume you said hello back. I can't hear you. But we have a fun show for you this morning. We're excited about it. Speaking for everybody that we are all excited. I'm just going to jump right to it and go ahead and bring on Chris Wineland, everyone. Chris Wineland. There he is. Okay. Chris isn't excited like I am, so he's not going to be here. Instead, we're going to bring on Josh Novi.
Hey, Josh. Good morning, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Mike. You look like you're doing okay.
I am doing okay. I'm doing better. We can talk about it in a little while, but yeah, my back has been. I got to say, every time you come on the screen, I always think your floor looks very polished.
Well, I only polished it for you. It's because
well, let's
tell my wife every time we go on camera. I said, look, hey, listen, this part right here, better be polished or else.
Let's go ahead and bring on the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Brian Kohatsu.
Why, thank you. Hi, guys. It's me, Brian Kohatsu. If you're listening, this is my voice. This is my voice. This is what my voice sounds like.
So, Brian, there's a new club in Mesa, and I asked you to record a intro, which you did.
I did.
So every time the show starts, it says, "Welcome to the show, everybody," but it's your voice. And I was thinking, that's Brian. And it seems like you're right there with me.
Yeah, I was there last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh, that's awful. Whose voice is that? And then that's when I realized, oh, yeah, that's me. And I realized I was so high and nasally, but I am.
There you go.
So last week's show, I did discuss how Mike was not well. Please give us an update, Mike, as to your health issues.
Okay.
Everyone, please be patient. Go ahead, Mike.
So a week and a half ago, last Saturday and a half ago, I woke up and I was feeling a little stiff. My back was feeling a little stiff, not great. By the end of the day, I was bedridden. I was out. I couldn't move out of my bed. I then didn't move out of our bedroom for 3 days. I couldn't leave our bedroom because I couldn't get up. So I was pretty hurting. I'm doing much better now.
Josh, I'm sorry. I meant to fill you in on this. Is the old man update.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mike. Keep going.
So anyway, so once I got the tennis balls put on the end of my walker, and then it slipped around as much. No, apparently I pinched a sciatic nerve and not a sciatic nerve, but the sciatic nerve. And it really messed up my my walking ability, Asianism. And but doing much better now. A few days ago, I was able to finally get up and move around. So now I'm able, as you can see, to sit. Mm-hmm. This is the aches and pains update portion of the show.
Congratulations.
I suggest everybody listening carefully because there's a quiz later with a gigantic prize.
Do you know how you did it?
I do not know. I know I was moving some Christmas boxes in the garage the day before, but it wasn't like, oh, there it is, and I hurt myself. I had no idea that there was any injury till the next day. And again, it started just feeling just a little stiff. And then after 4 or 5 hours, I couldn't move anymore.
That is an old man song. Oh,
does it make you feel better or worse to know that 200 years ago we would have left you for dead?
I know. I thought of that many times. I was laying there, I thought, what do people do? I mean, I'm lucky. I have my wife there to help and take care of me. But if you were fending for yourself and didn't have a house or any, I mean, you'd be done.
Josh, I'm pretty sure I'd look at you and go, leave by water. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Josh would be like, I'm going to hit with rock. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Eat Mike. Feel better.
Eat Mike. Dibs on thigh bone.
Speaking of thigh bones, guys, this is the biggest news. I can't even tell you how big of news this is for me. KFC has a Yule Log, right? They could put in the fire. It's a fire log, and it smells just like KFC fried chicken.
So it's wood. It's a wood log.
It's like like those fake fire logs that you buy for your fireplace that they burn for a few hours.
Like
it's that, but it makes your house smell like KFC fried chicken. Boy. My wife doesn't know that we're going to be buying this, and I'm sure she can hear me right now, but
I'm sure she's a chicken lover, right?
I was gonna make it. Nope, I can't say that. Boy, all the jokes go into my head right now. Yes.
So, it's weird too because like those candles that smell like cookies, and that's like a big fake out, and then you just your senses get all screwed up then because you're like, I was anticipating a cookie, and now what we have in the house is pretzels. Thanks a lot, wife. Now are people gonna be like, oh man, we're gonna have some Kentucky Fried Chicken for dinner, and
I think the weirdest part about this this fire log that you can buy from KFC is that it still gives you diarrhea.
Probably even worse.
Does it come with mashed potatoes, or do you have to get
another log, Mike?
You have to get if you want coleslaw, or you can get the coleslaw log or the mashed potatoes.
Those are the little
log.
candles that you buy. They're side dishes. So, coleslaw is rather the coleslaw go right through you too. Boy, that's I don't know. I don't know what I would want a scented log to smell like other than burning wood.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like those candles when you go to those candle stores. That gives me a headache. It's the overwhelming aroma of all this stuff is too much.
That's just it, though. Like all the different roasts of coffee, where it says vanilla or French vanilla or whatever. It just smells like it. It doesn't taste like it. Cinnamon smells like it. It doesn't taste like it really.
Right.
It's still kind of. I mean, there's a hint of the taste in there, but it's not. It's just for your nose more than anything.
It's. I think that the when you're going in there and you're trying all these candles, Brian, and you're eating them, and you think that maybe that might be why you get kicked out of so many stores.
Yes, I do get backed up for weeks though. So here's the deal.
You guys remember in the KFC ads how many spices they use in their chicken recipe?
Yeah, it's 11 herbs and spices.
Unlike Dr. Pepper's 23.
Yeah.
So if you have Kentucky Fried Chicken with a Dr. Pepper, are you overlapping a little bit on something you think, or you think it's a completely separate list here?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Heinz 57. Heinz claims to have 57 varieties. I've never understood that. 57 varieties of what?
Oh, I thought it was 57 ingredients.
Yeah.
It says 57 varieties. I don't know what that means.
Huh. I thought it was ingredients.
I don't know.
Here's the real question, guys. How many things are in WD-40?
One.
The
There's one ingredient.
It's one because they won't tell you what it is.
No, the one ingredient is WD-40.
Oh, okay. Oh, comes from trees. That's right. Duh.
No, I don't know what it's made. I don't know what it's made from, but I don't. But it means the solution is water displacement 40. That's the. Anyways, Mike, do you want to put that thing up where I just spew a bunch of crap out of my mouth because I have nothing better to do with my time than to research dumb things.
Wait, not this one. Not the shut up one. Where is it? There it is.
And now Josh makes up fun facts. I like that. Oh, well, what else is going on out there, you guys? Well, first of all, let me ask you about your health this holiday season as we're jetting quickly toward Christmas.
Wow.
Is everybody feeling okay and doing all right?
Is this an intervention?
I'm just wondering. I feel so out of touch. I told you guys this earlier, but just being down and out for a week, I am just so out of touch with everything.
Would you say that you're chuggy?
Is that out of touch, really?
Yeah, you're out of touch. You're
actually, that's a good. My back is chuggy.
Yeah, but I think Josh is saying to you, you're chuggy. To him.
Yeah, to me, no. Actually, the sad thing is that I think I've had my back out just as many times as Mike has.
Okay, so Josh, you want to hear something bizarre? Is that in my Facebook memories popped up? It's almost 3 years to the day that my back went out, that Mike's went out.
Whoa.
Yeah, we had very similar experience 3 years apart from each other.
And then,
are you sure this isn't the ghost of Christmas past or future coming? Like, what if it's the same one that's going to get both of? It's going to get me next year.
I did hear chains clanking around while I.
Yeah.
So maybe
it's kind of a really bad version of Pay It Forward. So.
You talking about that one where Jaleel Osmond or whatever? What's his name?
Joel Osmond.
Yeah,
Haley Joel Osmond.
Joel Osteen Osmond. You know the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, Pay It Forward. Yes. The wonderful, wonderful film.
Kevin Spacey, right?
Spoilers.
Isn't that Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey?
A wonderful movie.
That was a horrible movie. Like, why would you do that at the end?
Yeah, I didn't know about the ending when I'm
going to go out on a limb here and say it's the Turner and Hooch for people. That's what it is. Turner Hooch for people.
Yeah, but they don't. But in Turner and Hooch too, they don't get his son that you didn't know about.
Huh?
Turner and Hooch too.
Turner and Hooch too.
I don't know.
Yeah,
are you talking about the TV series?
I think so.
There's a Turner and Hooch 2, really?
Or maybe it was. Or no, maybe it was the end scene, the end credit scene where he had
there was a
yeah,
puppy,
you're right.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Well, yeah, but Pay It Forward, there wasn't like they didn't open up a closet and there was another baby.
Got enough. Hey, I'm sorry about your kid, but I got another litter of babies over here.
You know what? It's just like the end credits to Marvel films. We didn't wait long enough to the end to see the baby reveal in the closet. So,
when they do that on those Marvel films, it seems like you almost have to. If you really want to know the whole thing, it went from here's an Easter egg hint of what's coming to no, this is important information you need to have.
Yeah. So by the way, last weekend, I went and saw the Eternals. Hadn't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Went to go see Eternals, 2 hours and 37 minutes long. I wasn't thinking. So I just went in there and started watching the movie. At around, 2 hours and 20 minutes, I really had to go to the bathroom very badly. So I'm watching, I'm hanging in there. The movie's over. I'm like, I'm going to the restroom, of which my son and my wife are like, you can't because of the credits. I said, yeah, you'll tell me if I miss anything. There's plenty of credits. I was back in no time. So I didn't miss it.
Right. You went to the bathroom, came back, and you're still waiting for credits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because they do the mid.
They do the mid one first. Yeah. They do the mid credit one, and then they do the final. So I did.
Yeah.
I saw the mid credit, and then I went. Although I will say this, Ghostbusters Afterlife has the one at the very, very end, which I did not see.
Ooh, yeah, great. Oh,
yeah.
Did you?
Which I heard I missed. I heard what it is, but
I was on the road when the original what's the Ryan Reynolds superhero guy? What's his
Green Lantern.
I watched that. I watched the original, the first Deadpool. I was on the road. I can't remember what town it was, but I know it was on Route 66 in the middle of nowhere. And I had all day because I was waiting for the next show the next night, and I thought, I'm gonna go see a movie, which I never do. So I went to this little tiny theater. I was the only one in the theater watching Deadpool, and the gal that was running the theater, she took the tickets, ran the concessions, did everything. She came in toward the end of the movie to tell me, hey, stay through the credits because there's more at the end of the credits. All right, thanks. I'm glad I stayed.
And she had to come up and tell you that? She just didn't yell up to you?
Yeah, she could have just yelled it from the projector area.
You know what's funny is when the Avengers came out, I was doing a gig in Nevada, and I had to see it. I was by myself. I'm like, I must go. It's opening day. And it was right when theaters started doing the assigned seating. And I'm like, okay. So I picked a seat. There was 5 guys in there, but I'm like in my assigned seat, like going, seriously, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And, but I did get a poster. It's one of those small towns where nobody took the posters.
All
So I
right,
got a
how
poster.
do you guys feel? I love having assigned seats at the theater. It's my favorite innovation in movies in the last
That's
50
better
years.
than color. To you.
Better
Sound.
better than
Sound and color.
better than Dolby Digital, better than anything.
I would forfeit my assigned seat for rumble seats if they still had those rumbling seats. That would be great.
Oh man, did you ever?
Sense around.
Oh yeah, they're around. They're terrible. Those are.
I mean, we have the seats we like in the movies, which is last row, dead center. You know, no heads in our way. We've always been like that. So yeah, if we can't get those seats, we don't go to that theater. So yeah, I'll back you up on that, Josh. Not as the greatest convention ever in cinematic history. We all know that was video assist by Jerry Lewis.
Speaking of watching entertainment from the comfort of not your own home. So I was, as I mentioned, laid up, not trying to milk this or anything, but I was pretty laid up, not being able to do anything. And I stumbled across, what's it called? In front of a live studio audience, which is they've remade, all these shows back in the 70s and 80s that they did film in front of a live studio audience. So it wasn't laugh tracks and all that stuff. It was actual real audience there. So they've redone those with today's big actors. So most of them were like Facts of Life, which is younger actors, the kids, but they've been reenacted by adult actors now. It was kind of interesting to watch. There were a couple amazing parts of it, but then I looked it up and I thought, okay, so they did. All I watched was the Facts of Life one, but they did.
They did the Jefferson in the past. They did the Jeffersons and All in the Family.
So I'm curious because All in the Family, I can't imagine they did that to the actual true script.
It was edited. It was a 5-minute play.
They took. It was weird that they had the corpse of Archie Bunker.
Well, I mean, All in the Family was a great show, but today people
they had Woody Harrelson
about
playing
that kind of stuff. I can't imagine that they used that script.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson was Archie Bunker. Yeah. But going back to the Facts of Life one last night, man, the woman. Well, we'll get to Lisa, but the Mrs. Garrett lady was tremendous.
She acted it. She sounded like her. Everything was perfect.
I mean. Oh, girls, why don't you sit down and I'll get you something to eat? I mean, it was like, whoa, that is fantastic.
She did a great job. The others were okay, but it was a little over the top cheesy watching all of it. I felt like, it's the cameo hour.
But
People it was coming out to be, hey, clap, I'm famous. And then they leave.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the Different Strokes one was really amazingly well done. Kevin Hart as Gary Coleman's character of Arnold was priceless. There was a scene too where he got out of bed and the way he scooted dangling his feet trying to reach the ground was great. Was great. So the internet blew up the following day with Lisa Whelchel, who played Blair in the original Facts of Life.
I swear she hasn't aged a minute.
She looked exactly the same. They had her in the same outfit, which, guys our age, Mike.
I remember
something else back then. It was good to see it again. Which is funny for me to even say that because my wife looked so much like Joe in high school. Like Nancy McKeon and my wife back in that time period looked nearly identical. So I married Joe.
What happened to who played Joe? What was her name? Not in this, but originally who played her?
Originally Nancy McKeon.
So what did she do since then? Anything? Would we remember her from anything?
Well, back in that day, she was a hot commodity for movies of the week, and then she went on to do more like Lifetime type of films, and then she was in that TV series Military Wives, I think, for a little while, something like that, one of those. And then she did Dancing with the Stars a few years ago, and I think for the most part, she's married with kids and kind of just basically retired. Because she wasn't there everybody else showed up for the reunion that was still alive.
I know that was a surprise that she was even there, but then also the way she looked, she's a year older than me, so she's getting up there, and
you look nothing like Lisa Whelchel either, which is weird. I mean, I'm the exact same age as Will Smith, and I mean,
Well, you look just like him too.
I know.
Who? What famous person are you the exact same age as, Josh?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see here.
You don't know without looking it up. What? You're supposed to know these things.
Well, I know that I share
conversations.
Okay. Here, so I'm Kirsten Dunst, Yvonne Strahovski.
I see a little Kirsten Dunst in you.
Yeah. There's normal. Kieran Culkin. He's apparently doing well now.
Yeah.
Who?
Kieran Culkin, Macaulay's brother. He's younger. He's on HBO's Succession. He was in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Well, in Succession, I like the character. It's fun to watch.
He actually, to me, looks a little bit like a younger, kind of Robert Downey Jr.-ish.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Yeah.
Doesn't act like him, but
have you guys watched Succession?
I've not, but I hear it's great.
It's really.
I tried, but I was kind of in the middle, so I kind of thought I need to start from the beginning.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, there's profanity, so I don't watch that. Mike,
You don't have a profanity filter on your TV, Brian?
No, I'm pretty good at anticipating it. So
as soon as you hear the word, what the?
Yep. Sometimes you're like, I think they said heck. I missed it. Oh well. No.
Let's see. I was just trying to look. I can't find a spot where you can find who was born on your exact same birthday. I know other famous people that have my birthday, but not.
Yeah. I know people that have my birth date, but not like my birthday itself.
Yeah.
Well, I'll back up. Yeah, Will Smith is not the exact same day as me. Same year. We're within.
Huh. Well, Jean-Paul Sartre was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature the day I was born, but he turned it down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, what else? What else is going on, guys? What's going on out there? It's Christmas is
funny.
coming.
So let me go back to Lisa Whelchel for a second. When I used to have my old radio,
you know what? Let's go back to her every few minutes for the rest of the show.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's healthy. When I used to have my radio show years ago, she was in the news for hot saucing her kids.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that was
wait. Hot saucing your kids, like
yeah, you know how most people just deep fry their kids. She would do it and then dip them in hot sauce.
That's how you're supposed to.
A little parsley on the side, serve to desired heat. No, hot saucing your kids is like, it's kind of, it was like, I'm not going to spank my kid, but stick out your tongue. I'm going to put a couple drops of hot sauce on it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a good punishment. I mean, if you don't want to do the spanking thing or whatever, it's
It just depends on the hot sauce. I mean, if
well, she got in big trouble for it though back then. It was that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
I mean, is it Tabasco or is it like ghost pepper? There's a very big difference between.
Yeah. For a kid though, I mean, Tabasco is like pretty miserable.
Well, it was Blair Warner, so maybe it was wasabi.
You're so pedestrian.
That's the best Lisa Whelchel impression I have for you boys.
Sorry.
This segment brought to you by anybody older than Josh.
I had my mouth washed out with soap one time. How about you guys?
Once, yeah.
Yep, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I thought so. Do you remember the Christmas Story?
Yeah.
I thought because I watched when I was a kid, I thought that you could actually get soap poisoning, and that scared me to death.
Yeah. I was out with my friends. I must have been 7 or 8 years old. I was out with my friends. We were hanging out, and they were using a particular word that I thought, oh, okay. And then I started using that word, and we were just calling each other this word. And then I got back and, back to my home with the 7 kids and 2 parents at my house. And my sister did something, and I, teasingly said, "Oh, stop it, you bastard." Oh, man. My mom lost it. What did you say? And that was it. And in retrospect, I feel like that wasn't that bad, but man, yeah, I got my mouth washed out with soap for saying that.
When I got mine washed out, I didn't even say the word. It was presumed that I had said it. And then my mom's like, "What did you say?" And I said, "I didn't say whatever. I didn't say the word." But my brother and sister backed it up as though I did. And I was like, "I didn't say it. I didn't say it." All the way into the bathroom, I didn't say it. So
I got mine the first time. I got mine.
Wait, Brian, was it the big one or what? What was the word?
Was it the big one?
no, I believe it was just the D word.
Really? You stopping water?
Here's the funny thing is, my parents, they didn't cuss like sailors or anything. But they use colorful language all the time. I thought,
right. My parents. I mean, they would. It was rare I'd ever hear them cuss, but a little bit. But so looking back now, saying the word I said, bastard, in obviously out of context and everything, I called my sister a bastard. For them to get that upset, it just kind of puts you back in the frame of mind of, oh yeah, back then you couldn't. Today you would be amazed if a kid got punished for saying something so benign. So what was yours, Josh?
Yeah, Josh, by the way, you started that off with the first time. So
obviously, listen, I was not a smart kid. I am not a smart person. So let's get that off the table right there. I had these Superman trading cards, and my sister, we were like upstairs, and she said, "Your Superman trading cards are the SH keyword, right?" Mm-hmm. And so I got mad, and so I ran downstairs and I told my parents. She called my cards, and then they're like, "Well, let's go ahead and wash that mouth out then." And then so I got in trouble. Of course, she didn't.
You got in trouble for saying the word telling what she said.
And then I was like, well, I guess I'm never telling again.
You're like, I was just citing the reference.
Yeah. I put in MLA. I don't understand.
I am legally not bound to punishment over that. Please.
So
you were set up, Josh.
A couple of weeks away, and I've mentioned a few times that Christmas is on the way. So will you guys have Christmas plans coming up?
In general,
I mean, like your traditional. What do you?
Same as last year, get a tree, put it in my house.
Yeah. Do you already have Christmas decorations up or not?
No, my wife's birthday was this weekend. We're not allowed to do anything Christmas until after her birthday. So
that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
December 5th has come and gone. So now lights are up on the outside. Tree is probably coming maybe this week. So yeah. So
yeah. Do you go with a real tree?
We always do a real tree. Yeah. Oh. That's a tradition too. So, which is great here in Arizona because it's going to die quickly. So
yeah,
it's a good thing we actually buy ours later because
they're only $75,000 a foot to get a tree in Arizona.
Actually, and I heard, so if you take your tree, you can actually go to KFC and get it dipped into the grease, and then you have your own KFC fire.
Yeah. That's why those logs burn so well. Chicken grease.
Yeah. So, Josh, what do you do? Do you have decorations up yet, or do you have any?
Well, we definitely have decorations up. I have not done the outside yet, but the inside's been done for a while, and I'm just very lazy. So, yeah, in fact, today we spent a long time wrapping presents, and I think we're almost ready for Christmas, but we're never going to be ready. So,
well, let me ask you this. And Mike, do you do a real tree, fake tree?
We always do a fake tree, but we moved a lot. We don't live in the same place generally for more than about 5 years. Not that that's a reason, but I don't know. We've just always done a fake tree. When we lived in Washington, we did real tree, but we just go outside to our yard and find a little pine tree and cut it up and bring it in.
Yeah.
So I've never gone to a tree lot where they have trees. I worked at a tree lot when I was a kid, not selling trees, but I worked at a Christmas tree farm where we'd go out there in the summertime and shape the trees with a machete.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say you worked in the finance department at the Christmas tree lot.
Yeah, I worked in construction when I was a kid, doing accounting. What is it good, I heard some colorful language.
What's it going to take to get you into this tree today, guys? Let me talk to my manager.
So can I interest you in the Douglas fir? Huh? I can see you in a Douglas fir. I can see it. Here's my question to you guys, because I grew up here in Arizona in the desert. was it a transition for you guys to realize like, oh wow, it's Christmas time and it's very warm and there's no snow? Was it weird?
Not the lack of snow, because we didn't always have snow up there, but it was weird being warm. Like, first year we went outside and did the same thing everybody does the first year they live in Arizona, and took our picture near a cactus with a Santa Claus hats on in shorts.
Yeah, and that's hilarious. The first 2 years.
Yeah. So we did that, but and I just remember thinking, God, it's so weird. Look at it. It's warm out. We're outside enjoying the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just definitely. Even now, we've been here 25 years. Even now, in the middle of the winter, I just think this is great.
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer, I'm not thinking this is great, but in the middle of winter, I am.
Josh, you grew up with snow, though, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure seen lots of snow there.
You miss it?
No, I do not. Not one bit. I tell you what. I know that you didn't grow up with it, and so you're like, oh, it's like magical. And snow is magical for 2 minutes, and then no.
So, do you have an aversion to snow cones, or you like them, or?
Yeah, actually, I have PTSD symptoms from snow cones. So if you show it to me, I get very.
You see a child, you grab it and throw it.
Yeah,
not the child, the snow cone. Sorry, specify.
Well, you have to throw the child, otherwise it looks just like you're a weirdo throwing a snow cone.
Here, go get it, and then you throw the kid after it.
Yeah, man. That snow. When I got out of the Army, I moved back to Iowa, and they had the worst snow season in like 50 or 60 years, and that was my cue to not stick around. So, true story. As soon as my driveway melted enough for me to get a truck in there, I had 15-foot snow drifts in my driveway. So we got that pull, like as soon as it melted enough for me to get a truck in there, I put all my stuff in there and moved to Florida.
Wow.
You loaded up the truck and moved to Florida?
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't look back until a couple of years later when I moved back to Iowa, but that was for a different reason. But the first time I didn't look back at all.
Too much sunshine.
It's the Sunshine State.
Yeah, I gotta get rid too much of this. Tired of shoveling it. You know the old joke.
Oh
guy.
Man, so this is a weird thing.
Shovel sunshine.
Speaking of shoveling, this guy, listen, man, oh boy, Zion Williamson, he's getting a lot of flack.
Who?
Zion Williamson. He was the number 1 draft pick last year in the NBA, and he's getting a lot of flack because he weighs 330 pounds, which is 70 pounds more than his starting weight. So
here's the thing: you give a guy a few $100 million, and just prior to KFC coming out with chicken flavored logs, what do you expect is going to happen?
I think the old saying, Mike, is give a man a fish, feed him for a day, give a man the school, and he goes play for the NBA.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that's the saying.
I think that's right.
That's the saying.
It's funny when you're a professional athlete and you're, especially for a sport like basketball where you're running constantly,
Yeah, you have to, like, how can you be, you can't.
But, years ago here in Phoenix, we had, this is years ago, this is Charles Barkley years. We had Oliver Miller, and he was a big guy, just getting bigger and bigger. And, they were constantly working with him, trying to get his weight down and all that. When he was thin, he was fantastic. But then toward the end, he kind of just was more of a nose guard than he was a center.
Boy, that guy, I'm looking right now. That boy, that guy is big. What? There's a guy that plays for And One who's like 400 something pounds. But this guy, good for him for making the NBA. It says that he was 280 pounds, and that's absolutely not right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his picture. He has got he's got some biscuits in his shirt, so
biscuit timeout. Time in.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
That's good for him. Apparently he played for 18 years across different things between Phoenix Suns,
between that, is that what you said?
Yeah, he went to Minnesota Timberwolves. Boy, he's played in Puerto Rico and across the oceans. Good for this guy. You know what? I say good for him.
Yep.
So, Josh, you have a lot of guitars in the background there, and
Yeah, and they are not fat. Don't you call my guitars fat?
okay, and a drum kit back there too. I see.
Yes.
Do you play the drums? I've seen you play guitar.
I do. Yep. I play guitar. I've been ever since I was a kid. I play guitar and drums and bass and a couple other things. And then during COVID, I learned how to play the old piano.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what can you play?
I can play a couple songs.
Chopsticks?
I can't play chopsticks, but I can play Amazing Grace,
Really?
and I can play like Creep from Radiohead, and pretty much anything that has just basic chords and that and I can look at as I can play it. So
Did you guys ever play that video game Guitar Hero?
yes, yeah.
We
I
had
never
the
got
drum
into
set
it.
and all that for Guitar
Yeah.
Hero. It was pretty fun. I used to love playing that.
Oh, hey, by the way, real quick, Lisa Welchel was married to her first husband, Stephen Cobble, for 24 years. They're divorced now.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
You're just
Thank
checking
you.
to see if she's available or what?
No, well, she's since, I know I'm jumping ahead. She has since married Pete Harris back in 2019 and still currently married. So
Okay.
Also, if you want to know, Zion Williamson is not married. Just to
So
let people
there's
know.
a chance.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation, but I
No,
thought
that's
we
right.
I thought we
you
promised we
told
could
us
keep
that.
on the Lisa Welchel. Okay.
Well, let's see what else happening, guys. I saw something in the news. What was I looking at here?
That's it. I gotta.
Oh, camels. So in Saudi
Oh,
Arabia,
yeah,
there's
camels.
a camel beauty contest. Apparently, wasn't aware of this. And there's a scandal. Go figure. There's a scandal in the camel community.
Yeah, scandal in the
Apparently,
camel.
several camels have been disqualified for using Botox.
Oh.
Yep. They've been juicing.
That's just
Yeah.
on the lips, all right.
I don't know where they put it. In the hump.
People have said that the camels looked very surprised at this news.
One of them spit in disgust. I think that's funny. There's a camel beauty contest. To be honest, the dog contest, all those things, I just think in my head, I know people are into it, and I'm sure I do a lot of things people think are ridiculous, but all that stuff seems so ridiculous to me. It's like these animals, they don't. It's like the little small child beauty. They have no idea what's happening, and who can dress their kid up the best.
Okay, those first of all, those ones, the kid ones, those creep me out. The dog ones,
all those things creep me out.
are a little weird. But the camel one, you know what? Have you seen these camels? They have great eyelashes. Boy,
That's true. Camels have pretty good eyelashes. That's true.
I will say I'm so happy that Lisa Welchel was never in any beauty contests, but she did appear on Survivor Philippines and tied for second place. She took home $100,000.
Oh, they did a celebrity version of those. I don't understand.
No, she was on the regular. She was on the regular one. It was not a celebrity.
I have breaking news. I have an actual photo of one of the camels that
Prepare for Josh to post a screenshot of his computer, everybody. Oh, he didn't.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's not real.
how do you mean that's not real?
Is that like, did they Photoshop the makeup on it? They don't really put makeup on them like that.
No, but that's just a funny picture. But they do. Yeah, this is crazy. This now,
Which raises the question: could you and should you?
it's like the old Jurassic Park. And everyone was worried if they could Botox a camel.
So you mentioned she was on Survivor, Brian, which triggered in my head the thought that I was seeing the other day of watching some of these shows. They have I have to think that there's no end of potential contestants on these shows. I mean, I get an email every couple of weeks from Mystic Arts or something. It's like a casting agency for reality shows and all that. So
Mystic Arts. I think somebody's trying to sacrifice you, Mike.
No, that's the name of the company.
We want you.
They cast all these reality shows, but so they're always looking for, is your mother-in-law crazy or what, whatever it is.
I'm sorry.
But
what was the
there has to be
email
an
address?
endless supply of these contestants. So I don't understand why they do this. Every third season is the All Stars or something like. I want to see somebody new. I don't want to see the same old people again.
Yeah.
And it'll be like you look at some of these people. It's like they've been on Survivor like 6 times.
Yeah.
Why?
That's
awful.
that's how people feel about the Camel Beauty Contest. They're just tired of the same camels just coming in and just winning year after year.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation endless times, Brian and I, but I always thought too, it's so bizarre that they use famous people for the voices of children's animated things. Like there's no child that watched Toy Story because Tom Hanks was the voice, and they had to pay him 12,000 times more than they would have paid anybody else.
Maybe Tom Hanks.
But why
son.
did they do that? So I don't understand why
here's a fun fact. You want to put the thing about Josh knows dumb things.
Josh, go back to the answer to my question. Why do they do that, Josh?
Why do they? Okay,
why do they cast famous people just to use their voice?
Because
not their personality, not their actor. Not
that doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. Kids are not buying the tickets. The parents are buying the tickets. The parents are going to buy a ticket based on somebody that they know and trust. I can't
believe anybody bought tickets to Ice Age because Ray Romano was in it, as opposed to it's Pixar.
No. Anyway, everyone bought tickets to Ice Age because of John Leguizamo. Everyone knows that.
Everybody loves Shed the Sauce. Yeah, who wants to see a mammoth?
I mean? If a new Pixar movie comes out, you're buying a ticket for your kid. It doesn't matter who's in it, so they don't need to do that. So why do they do that?
You know why? It gives the parents something to do. So when they're watching the movie, the parent goes like this. Whose voice is that? Is that John? Is that John Leguizamo?
That's even more to the point. They bought the tickets without knowing who it was anyway.
Right. Is that the one weird dad who's like, oh, yeah, that's Dennis Leary, that saber tooth. Yep, I called it. You owe me.
I called it. It's like what's that? The Masked Dancer, the Masked Singer that you watch, Brian. It's just like that. Like you just the whole time trying to figure out who is this.
Yeah. Well, so here's a fun fact for you guys. All the toys and all the video games, everything made. Thank you. Of Toy Story are actually done by Tom Hanks' brother Jim Hanks.
Oh yeah.
Is that true? Are you serious?
That's true. He's a voice actor, and he sounds just like Tom, and they get him for much cheaper.
I can imagine.
Like instead of "Are you crying?" it's "Are you weeping?" There's no weeping in softball.
Even in that, it's hard to believe that they can't find just a super cheap person to do that.
Gosh, I think Mike has lost the appreciation for what.
I got your Tom Hanks reference to
Mike,
League of Their Own.
There's no weeping in softball.
Old Toogie James over here.
I got it. I was making a point. I get it. And you're gonna laugh about that for an hour. But so why would they have to use his brother? I'm sure there's a million people that can do his voice. That for nothing. They do it for $10.
Yeah, but
Hollywood is out of their minds. They waste money. If you ever,
but they still get to put the word
watch. You go, oh, no wonder Hollywood's in the red. They can't make a nickel.
So I remember in the late '80s there was a film that starred Patrick Swayze's brother, Frank Stallone, Emilio Estevez's uncle. Who else was in it? There was a ton of Travolta's brother. There was a ton, and like the poster said Travolta, Swayze, whatever. But it was like this low budget movie, and I thought,
I love that.
It's kind of oddly smart, So
yeah, that's smart because you're using their names as the marketing.
I did hear the movie was horrible.
I can imagine.
And Adrian Zemed as Adrian Zemed, whatever. But
and what's Billy Zane doing here? I'm out of work.
I'm Billy Zane. It's my brother, Willie Ames.
It's Bob Zane. Close.
And Bob Zane. I love it. I'd watch that movie.
All right. Well, I am going to see if I can get myself into my car and operate a clutch. And if I can drive, that will save us a lot of effort later today.
What happens if you get stuck somewhere?
Like
because your back is going.
Speaking or just driving? You mean
just driving, and you're suddenly like,
I I don't know. I guess I power through the pain to get the car on the side of the road somewhere and call an Uber. I don't know what I do.
Do you have a stick you can shove down for the clutch?
Yeah. So my sciatic issue is causing pain in my left side, my left leg, which if you ever had it, it's pretty awful. And my car, the reason I'm saying this to explain, my car is a manual, so it's a clutch. So operating that clutch may be a bit of a challenge right now.
Have you thought about using your cane?
My cane.
Yeah.
Which one of my canes are you talking about?
The problem is, Josh, the kind he's got. I don't know how you get all 4 of those, tennis balls down there. Actually, Mike's car now has tennis balls instead of wheels.
So, Josh, one of the things that we all do this as comics, we've all done this a million times, and we all always say, we're not doing this again, and we always do it. But one of the things that Brian and I have done many, many times is taking long road trips to do some shows to, at the end of it, barely break even, if that. And there's one particular run that we're doing coming up that we've done many times, and every time thought, probably not do this again. And we've done probably 7 times we've done this trip.
Yeah, this is the last time somehow.
Yeah, and so
Mike
they
calls,
called
"Want to do it?"
the other day.
Sure.
And I said, well, let me call Brian. And we both agreed. And I really thought, I can't believe we're doing this again. So, yeah, we're going to be on the road in, what is that, February?
Yeah, February of all times, too. So,
yeah.
Ooh,
being in
great.
the mountains, the Rocky Mountains in February. That'll be
well. I hope your sciatica is better by then.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just be Mike laying down in the back of a car, me driving. I'll be fine by showtime.
I usually rent. If I'll tell you this, if I still have the Challenger, we're definitely renting a car because that rear wheel drive does not play well in the snow.
Wait, so what are you driving now?
I've been my Challenger, but I haven't driven in a week because I've been.
Okay.
But we also have my wife's car. That's a Palisade. It's a nice,
it's
automatic.
That's a nice one.
But hey, by the way, I ordered a Tesla, so I don't know if I'm still going to take delivery on it or not. I'm still debating, but I actually did order it, and it's supposed to be arriving in the next couple of weeks.
I'll tell you, Josh, if his back is still bad, he's taking that Tesla.
If my back's hurting this much, I'll take it quickly.
Are you going to get the upgraded package where it drives for you?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, the deal I got is that.
And there's no reason for you not to take it. Listen, Mike, you think that this is the last time this is going to happen to you this year? It's
yeah.
This is.
I got the upgraded package. I don't even have to get in the car. I just tell it to go to the grocery store and get me stuff.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything.
I mean, it's no League of Your Own joke, but yeah, it's okay.
I don't have anything coming up. All I have is parties and other stuff. So I don't really have anything open to the public coming up right now. So I have nothing to plug. Go watch my specials. Give me some money.
Well, we have something in Safford coming up, you and I,
and January 8th. That's in a month.
Yeah.
So Safford, Arizona.
Yeah. So everybody go out there. Actually, even if you're not in Arizona or even in the Southwest, I challenge everybody to go to that show.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, challenge. I'll be with Wayne Fetterman this weekend at Stir Crazy. Wayne Fetterman has got that really cool web podcast on the history of comedy. It's very well done. He's very good. He's been in a lot of things. You know his face if you saw him.
What's it like to be on a podcast that's actually good?
I'll ask him.
Yeah, find out for me, would you?
I'll ask him. Let's see what else I got on. Oh yeah, I got this little ditty. Yeah, that's happening.
Oh yeah,
Everyone
Brian's album's out. Everybody go to where do they find it?
The album is out.
BrianCoHotShoe.com.
Yeah, you can go to my website and I'll even put it up there. Oh, there we go. Here you go. You can go to my website. You go to new release, and you can actually listen to it there if you want.
Do not go to old releases because that's just going to get you the older stuff.
No.
New release.
That gets you.
Yeah. There's the
tapes I made in 3rd grade.
Yeah, those are the declassified Asian man, and you don't want those.
No, it's totally different. So so far, I'm not the best marketer on the planet, but people are listening. So
that's good.
I'm not rich.
Well, you know what? When we were talking to Chris just a little bit ago, because he was too good to join us here, he said that him and his wife listened to it on the way to something, and they laughed the whole time. So
The whole way, and that's
the whole way.
It's 52 minutes. I didn't realize it was that long, but it is. Sorry, guys. I meant to shoot for like 40 at max. But anyway, yeah, there's some stuff on there. Chris was very, very nice, and I've been getting some nice feedback from people. So
yeah,
cool.
It's very good. I listened to it. It's wonderful.
Did you get it? You got yours in the mail?
I got mine, and I listened to it on Spotify. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. I did learn today that there's a couple people in Australia and one in the UK. So it's international now.
Aw.
You're an international recording artist.
Now I can stop. Now I can stop looking at the numbers. It's been global. So anyway,
International sensation.
You can
Radical
also see
Hudson.
Brian this weekend, as he mentioned, with Wayne Fetterman at Stir Crazy. So go to stircrazycomedyclub.com for tickets. If you're west of the Mississippi.
yep. And if you're just completely bored, look up Lisa Welchel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can reach out to any of us on social media, Cash App, Venmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're raising money for Sciatica Awareness Month.
Yeah,
And
that'd be
it's-
great. Speaking of which, I need to actually get going, guys. I gotta stand up and stretch and move. So.
All right. Mike's starting to fade. So
Yep.
all right.
Yeah.
We'll
All
end the
right,
show
guys.
now.
It's been
All right.
It's been
Good
fun.
morning.
Good morning. See you
everybody.
guys.
Good morning, everybody.